Joseph LeBeau, L-E-B-E-A-U, Joseph Thomas LeBeau. Okay. I grew up in North Circuit, Rhode Island. You know, most of you guys went to kindergarten, you know, I never did. My first stop was the Children's Center. Then then at early age, you know, I always hung out the older crowd, you know. So, you know, what I mean by the older crowd, you know, I'm talking about back in the 70s, when it was happening. I started off like, you know, doing, you know, THC, Mexican with the older crowd. Little coke, crack wasn't around into the 80s, but then I started doing, you know, THC, mescaline, Valium, Kennemanol. Most few people know what it is, so, you know, then I started getting heavy into, you know, acid and stuff. Then I started, you know, getting into trouble, you know, and what I'm saying, I hope, you know, you kids don't think it's a joke, so it's all true. You know, most of my life, you know, I've been around the whole country except Alaska and Hawaii. You know, I got hung up in New York City for about 6 years. I started up there, you know, Lower East Side, Manhattan. When I hung out in Midtown, that's where I used to get all my cash from. You know, boosting, you know, the real life out there. You know, counting people, hustling people, you know. Then I got into the heroin out there. Used to hang in Lower East Side. You know, that's where I used to get I used to do it was cool. The good shit up there. A couple of places I went to, you know, used to have, you know, abandoned buildings out there. Most of the people be like, there's a doorknob. I used to hang out with one dude. He used to take the needles right out the arm. That is a doorknob. You know, he said, oh, I still got stuff in here. You want some? I said, nah, knock yourself out. I never got that bad. God, you know, thanks to God. But the same token, you know, I used to use rainwater. When I mean by rainwater, toilet water, to cook the dope and coke, you know what I mean? What I mean by cooking it, you put it in a can, you break the can open, then you put it, you know, into the can, and you cook it up with a lighter. You mix it around, you know. Rainwater, you know, when it rains out, you get the sand, you draw it out, bang, you know. I guess I was too lazy to go to the store and get a cup of water, you know. I remember 18 people on one needle. The needle was so dull, you had to, you know, rub it against the cement to get it sharp again. You know, because it gets, you know, it gets like brittle after a while. Imagine 18 people. Some people take their time because they can't hit. They be hitting 3 or 4 places at once. You know, so I get into that. You know, that took a big toll. You know, then I get into, you know, the PCP, you know, the Red Devil, Crazy Eddie, 125th Street in Lakeside. You know what I mean, Red Devil, you know, it's PCP, experiment leaf. Or you can buy the Sherm. It's a cigarette, menthol cigarette dipped in PCP. Liquid. You let it dry out and you smoke it. You know, I really thought I was sitting there robbing people with knives. You know, because I thought, you know, I could take on the world. Then I got caught, ended up doing it big. You know, Rikers Island, and I went to Elmira. Elmira's a prison up there. It's, you know, it's It's not a jail, it's a prison. One of his own, that's a jail. There's a difference. Jail is waiting to get sentenced and, no longer than a year. Anything more than a year, you upstate. You got people doing 25 to life, kids. My age, I was up there. Never gonna see daylight. They got 10, 20 bodies on them. And then I get out on parole, then I get violated. Violated for shoplifting in New York. I violated my parole because I got my parole transferred, and then after I was done with that, I said, let me try something else. Then I got hooked on the crack for a couple of years. That was a big thing, man. They used to call me Crackhead Joe. I always had straight shoes, one in my sock, one in my shirt, I used to leave my crack pipes all over, because it was like candy out there, it really took a toll on my life, the reason why I'm talking about it, so you people listening to my video, don't try to think, I thought the same way. I'll never catch AIDS. Only gay people catch AIDS. No, that ain't true. You share a needle, you're gonna catch it. Maybe not the first time, but sometimes that's all it takes the first time. Not me, you could be the biggest, baddest dude. A couple years later, you'd be skinny as a cigarette down the toothpick. Because you don't want to know if you got AIDS. You might think you got it, but you don't really want to know. Some people think, I'll never get it, but you could. And, then I left New York to get away from it. Then I went to Washington, D.C. I got caught up in the waters out there. I was selling for this dude. Then I got popped by the cops, sold undercover. Then I ended up doing time. Imagine this, I was out of 2,200 inmates, there was only 3 white boys in there, because it was the District of Columbia. You don't find that many white people in there. Don't get me wrong, you might find like 10 out of 1,800 inmates. Because they got like 4 different prisons. They got a D.C. jail. And they ain't got a prison in D.C. They send you to Virginia. Lawton, Virginia, that's where I did my time at. You get arrested in the District of Columbia, they send you to Lawton, Virginia. Anything over a year, you go, boom, see you later. Judge is giving away time like it was a piece of chalk. Sent you 18 to 54 minutes. See you around. I ain't from here. Well, everywhere you go, you've been arrested. Me, Vermont, New Hampshire. I said, I got a problem. He goes, well, there's 18 to 54 minutes to think about it. I said, okay. So I got out from there. Then I started thinking about it. This is night, don't get me wrong, I started at, the 70s. Here it is, 92. I'm going strong. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm about to go over 10 minutes, so I'll get back to what I'm saying, my next part.